You have prayed for years. You have whispered your children's names into the dark. You have asked for help with the bills, with your health, with the heaviness in your chest. Some nights you fell asleep with tears on your pillow. Other nights you were too tired to even find the words. And still, you woke up to the same numbers in your bank account, the same worries, the same knot in your stomach. After a while, it stops feeling like a hard season and starts feeling personal. You hear other people say, "I prayed and God made a way." They get an unexpected payment, a promotion, a door opening at the last minute. You are happy for them, but somewhere deep inside, you think, "What about me? Did heaven forget my name?" If that feeling is familiar, stay with me. Tonight, before you go to sleep, you are not going to change your entire life. You are not going to force yourself to suddenly become positive or fearless. You are simply going to change one line, one sentence before sleep, and that one line will be the difference between begging the universe and quietly commanding your good under grace. By the end of this video, you will know why your prayers have often felt like knocking on a closed door, and you will have one simple, Florence Scovel Shinn inspired line to speak before sleep, so your words stop sounding like pleading and start moving as a decree. Let us begin with what is really hurting. You carry a lot: children, aging parents, work, a home, a body that is not as strong as it once was. You are the one who holds everything together. People lean on you, and most days, you just keep going. But there is another part of you that is tired of being strong, tired of being patient, tired of saying, "I'm fine," when you are not. You do pray. You talk to God while you cook, while you drive, in the shower, in those small stolen moments when no one is around. At night, you lie down, reach for your phone, scroll until your eyes blur, then you put it away and whisper, "God, please, just help me get through. Help me pay this. Help me fix that. Help me survive this month." You turn off the light and stare into the dark. There is a question you rarely say out loud. Is anyone really listening to me, or am I just talking to the ceiling? I want you to hear this with a soft heart. You have not disappointed God. You have not broken the laws of the universe. You have simply been praying from the wrong position. You were taught to speak like a beggar, when in truth you are an heir. Listen to the kind of words that usually come out of your mouth when you are desperate. Please, if you can. Please, if it's not too much. I know other people have bigger problems. I don't need a lot. I just want enough to get by. I hope something changes. I wish this month is not so hard. Under those words is a belief that you are on the outside, that you are asking a distant power to make an exception for you, that you must not ask for too much because you are afraid you will be told no. Florence Scovel Shinn worked with men and women who loved God, read scripture, went to church, and yet lived in constant lack and anxiety. She noticed something most people overlook. Life does not change because we beg harder. It changes when we speak from a different identity. She said, "Your word is your wand." The subconscious mind and the spiritual law behind life do not respond to begging. They respond to clear, calm, faith-filled command. Command is not shouting at God. It is not arrogance. It is the quiet tone of someone who remembers she is loved, supported, and included. When you say, "Infinite Spirit, I now command my perfect good to appear, under grace, in perfect ways," you are not bossing heaven around. You are agreeing with the truth that already exists for you in the divine mind. There is another key that Florence understood. It is not only what you say, it is when you say it. All day long, your conscious mind is busy. You think about problems, replay conversations, imagine worst-case scenarios, plan and worry and analyze. This conscious mind is like a strict guard at the door. Whenever you try to affirm something good, it jumps in and says, "Be realistic. Don't get your hopes up. Remember last time." The part of you that actually creates change is deeper. It is the subconscious. It does not argue. It simply takes whatever is impressed upon it and quietly shapes your habits, your choices, and your opportunities to match. The most open doorway to that deeper part of you is the time right before sleep. In those soft minutes when you are drowsy, when your body is heavy on the mattress, and your breath has slowed, the guard at the door relaxes, the doubts soften, the resistance is weaker. It is as if a gate opens between your conscious mind and your subconscious, just for a short time. Whatever you say, then walks straight in. Most nights, without realizing it, you use this holy moment to issue painful orders. You sigh and think, nothing ever changes. I am always behind. I don't know how I'll make it. I always end up disappointed. I attract the same problems again and again. Then you fall asleep. Your subconscious hears and obeys. It does not ask, do you really want this? It simply says, very well, and begins arranging your inner world to match, not as punishment, but as law. This is why life can feel like the same day on repeat, even when you are praying. You are begging with your mouth in the daytime and commanding lack with your last thought at night. The universe always responds to the command. Feel the difference in your body when you change the tone. Please, universe, I don't know what to do. Just help me somehow. I'm scared. Now breathe and hear this. Infinite Spirit, I now command divine provision for every bill in my life, under grace, in perfect ways. What is mine by divine right comes to me now. One feels small, shaky, like your shoulders are curling in. The other feels steadier. Your chest opens a little. Your breathing deepens. That is not magic. That is your nervous system recognizing a different posture. Command is not force. It is agreement with your true place in the divine order. Let me share a simple story. There was a woman very much like you. She worked hard. She took care of family. She loved God. But every month felt like a financial emergency. There was always something. A medical bill, a repair, a child who needed help. She told herself, I guess this is just my cross to bear. But inside she felt forgotten. At night she would say, Lord, please, just don't let anything else happen. Please don't let me lose what little I have. She fell asleep afraid. One day she found a small book of Florence Scovel Shinn. The idea that her words were creating a pattern in her life made her uneasy. But something in her heart said, try. So she decided on one small experiment. For 30 nights, she would change her last sentence before sleep. Each evening, after the house grew quiet, she would put her phone away and lie still for a moment. She would place a hand over her heart and say, thank you for this roof. Thank you for the strength to finish this day. Thank you that I am guided even when I cannot see it. She did not fake a smile. She simply allowed those thank yous to be real. Then very softly, she would say, Infinite Spirit, I now command my perfect good to appear, under grace, in perfect ways. Every bill is paid in full and on time. I give thanks. And then she would let go. No more panicked numbers in her head. No more rehearsing disaster. The first few nights, her old habit tried to come back. Her thoughts whispered, who are you to speak like that? Nothing will change. But instead of arguing, she simply repeated her line once more and went to sleep. Nothing spectacular happened on day 1 or 2 or 3. But small things began to shift. She noticed she didn't wake up with that familiar wave of dread. A friend mentioned a freelance opportunity that fit exactly into the few free hours she had each week. A bill she expected to be huge turned out to be smaller. A refund she forgot about appeared. By the end of the month, she realized that for the first time in years, she had lived 30 days without that choking fear ruling her. Her numbers were improving slowly, but her inner atmosphere had changed quickly. She no longer felt like a beggar trying to win a little mercy. She felt like a woman being quietly cared for. This is how command under grace often works: steady, gentle, real. Now let us bring this down to something you can do tonight. You do not need 100 affirmations. You do not need to pretend everything is fine when it is not. You simply choose one line, one area of your life, and one new posture before sleep. Tonight, before you lie down, turn off your devices a little earlier. Give your mind room to breathe. Sit or lie comfortably. Place your hand over your heart. Take a slow breath in and out. Feel the weight of your body being held by the bed. Let that be your first reminder that you are supported. Whisper 3 simple thank yous. They might be small. Thank you for this pillow. Thank you for the person who loves me. Thank you that I made it through another day. Let your chest soften as you say them. Then speak this line. Infinite Spirit, I now command my perfect good to appear, under grace, in perfect ways. If one area of your life hurts the most right now, you may add one clear sentence. I now command right provision in my finances, under grace. I now command peace in my home, under grace. I now command healing and balance in my body, under grace. Choose one. Do not jump from topic to topic every night. Show your own heart that you are serious about being helped in this one place. After you speak, let it go. If fear starts talking again, do not attack yourself. Just notice it and gently return to your line. You can even repeat it in your mind as you drift off. Over the next days, watch gently, not with desperation, but with curiosity. Notice small shifts, a thought that gives you a new idea, a conversation that opens a door, a bill that is not as bad as you feared, a sense of calm where there used to be panic. These are not accidents. They are evidence that your inner command is beginning to move outer pieces. You are not trying to impress God with perfect faith. You are learning to speak as someone who is already loved. For so long you have been praised for enduring, for pushing through, for holding everything together. It may feel strange to stop begging and start speaking as if you are allowed to receive. But this is exactly what Florence came to remind you of. Your word is your wand. Your mouth is not just for apologizing and shrinking. It is for sending out clear, loving commands that life can obey. So tonight, you are invited to do one simple, brave thing. Stop begging the universe. Choose one area of your life that hurts the most. Shape one command under grace around it. And for the next 30 nights, let your last words before sleep be, Infinite Spirit, I now command my perfect good to appear, under grace, in perfect ways, not as a demand, but as an agreement. You are not outside the door of heaven. You are already inside the house. And the universe has been waiting, very patiently, for you to remember how to speak as an heir.